Hey, good morning, guys. The inspector back with you. It's Thursday, June 19th. Up this morning, do a video, get out of the house. I got to fly to Missouri to see my old Army buddy today. So I need to get a shave in because it's been about 3 days. So we'll get on with it, okay? First, I'll go with, let's start with the soap. And aftershave, off-camera aftershave, Shave Dad, okay, PAA in conjunction with Shave Dad, most epic collaboration, Back to the Past. And what is this? For those of you who haven't used it, I haven't used it yet. It's the first time. I like electric shave. This is what it's homage to electric shave. Yes, I have the Aftershave Cologne, and so this is of course CK6 formula, like always these days, and so I'm really looking forward to this. PAA in conjunction with Shave Dad, Jerry Plessy, just excellent thing here. And we'll see how that goes. I will put that in my Unbreakable TRC bowl with the ridges on the bottom. This is the earlier version because it doesn't have a Razor Company logo embossed. And we'll use one of my favorite PAA brush of all time is the flare, the solar flare. So we'll be using that. For a razor, okay, new razor, and this is the Rowen. Some of you guys have this. It's, excuse me, it's sort of like it's like a variation on the Henson razor. Comes with a great stand. Manuel from Rowen sent this to me, so thank you very much, Manuel from Rowen Razors. A nice chunk of a stand here, fits like a glove. And he told me before he sent this, he said, don't expect to be the finish to be perfect because it's only the first version. But I gotta tell you guys, I'm looking at this, and this is tight tolerance on the head. This is sort of like, to me, it doesn't come across on camera. If it does or doesn't, I don't know. It has a drain on the bottom, okay, for water. But it's sort of like a matte and a brushed look. I love it. Looks good to me. More like matte than brushed, I guess. But there's a hint of what I call a brushed aluminum. I have the razor is weighted on the bottom, which has really intrigued me. It has a metal core, but the rest of it is aluminum, but it gives you that weight. So if you guys are like saying, I don't like aluminum because of the weight, I don't think this will be the case for you. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So he sent me the razor, this stand, also a blade bank. All right, excellent. This is good for travel also because it doesn't take a whole lot of room in your luggage. And then it came with the some blades, but a 5-pack in the razor with the razor. But he sent me a 100-pack of Fly Deer Super Platinum blades, 100-pack, and I heard these blades weren't bad. I think Mark Zerardi used it, and he thought they were pretty good. So we're going to use that. I have that loaded in our razor today, so we'll see how that goes. So yeah, it's all assembled, ready to go. Don't expect this to be very aggressive. We'll see how it goes. And I usually do this off camera, but I'm going to scrape some soap. What I do, this is fairly soft. I'll go around the outside first and just do a scrape along the edge. So, wow, this is really soft. So it's nice and neat like that. I don't lather. You guys know I don't lather, especially on the soft puck like this. How much soap do I use? See what I have here? This will be absolutely more than enough. I'll show you what it looks like. I'll press it in the bowl. Don't even have to press it. It's like, this is like a crope, guys, you know. A lot of PA soaps like this. And I like soaps that are this soft. I just do. So I'll scrape that off of my paddle and rinse that out. And I'll put this back on. I'll turn the water off. So what I have, this is what it looks like. It's probably like, I'm guessing a 3-gram sample. It doesn't look nearly as much as I spread out in the bowl, but this should be more than enough soap. I'll have my solar flare here. I'll wet my face. I just washed it out. Did a head shave, quick head shave. So, what time is it now? It must be about, let's see, what time is it? All right, 7:30. So I figured 9 o'clock I should be out of the house. I got to go to work in Rowen. My director's going to pick me up, take me to the airport. My flight is at 1:30. Hopefully it won't be delayed. All right, out of Newark. So you guys know Newark, how that can be. I'm going to wet my brush, get it heated up and damp. I'm going to shake out mostly all the water, and let's start agitating, working it into a paste here. And I like soft soaps because this is it's clean. Everything is in my brush now. So I'm gonna start adding water to it now and see what we get. And here we go. Game on here. I think that should be just about enough water. And it's just blossoming up here. So I give it a good minute and a half or so, agitating depending on the outcome I'm doing here. All right, so here we go. This is what I usually get. Plenty in the bowl, plenty in the brush. Let's apply. We're gonna paint first. Yeah, this does scream electric shave. Usually used for electric razors. I used a briefly electric shaver probably back in 1980 for a short couple of months, and I just hated it. I didn't like it, didn't get close. So back to, I think it was, what was I using back then? A Schick adjustable injector back then, before my mom said that blades were too expensive and started buying Good News blades. First started with the Bic. That was awful. Some of you older guys may know, but at the time, process of switching over from even track 2s in the 70s to disposables, and yeah, that was what it was. Okay, I'm gonna add some more water, and I'm gonna start breaking the backbone, as David from Ohio Shave said, and start working it in, especially my tough area here and sensitive area relatively up here. I like this brush. It has the display is great. The loft, the size of the knot, I think it's a 26. I love the chunky handle. It's just perfect. It's almost like made for me. Oh, All right. That looks good. We're just gonna dry our hands and wet the razor. Decent knurling pattern on this, but you still want to get your hands dry as much as possible. You can always use it, wet your finger in alum, and then handle the razor will be extra grip. All right, here we go. First pass with the grain and find that angle, and very easy to do. Nice, this is nice. And you don't want to over tighten, guys, I mentioned that on a razor ever, especially aluminum, but you can use O-rings, but all right. Turn that razor around other side, and yeah, really very smooth, really smooth. Blades seem pretty good. They're, yeah, not bad at all. To me, the blades are middle of the road. They're not the sharpest, but they're not, but you're gonna get a mild shave out of this razor anyhow, so, but usually I don't use the blades that come with the razors, unless they're NASA's or something like Gillette's NASA's, but decided to use it this time. Pretty smooth, I gotta say. Sweep across the bottom. Yeah, so this is your, to me, it's a middle of the road blade. If you get a real like aggressive razor, this would be good for toning down the razor. Oh, gonna go across the bottom. Yeah, very non-threatening razor. The weight, it almost feels like, you know, it's aluminum, but it's not aluminum because of that core, metal core. But it's given me some good feel. It's nimble because the head's light. All right. Let's see what we got after the rinse. Very nice. There's my towel dropped. Not getting, if you guys are concerned about irritation going with this blade as opposed to a sharper blade, if you have issues with that, that may be a good thing. To see how your face reacts to this. Wow. I love this soap. This is great. Thank you, Doug and Fran. I won this in the giveaway, Shave Dad giveaway. First time I ever won anything from there, or almost anywhere actually, really. But all right, we'll heat up the blade for pass number 2 and see how this goes. You know, one thing, I've known Douglas for 11 years now. I remember spoke to him on the phone. Some of you guys, I don't know, a lot of you guys weren't in this community, but I just started back in April 2014, the next month. I called Douglas on the phone when you could call Douglas on the phone without any issue, and right through, and we must have talked for about half an hour or so, 45 minutes, something like that. I remember I was on the road inspecting at the time, but this was before his first really huge soap, which was eventually CAD. You know the story behind that, but that came in like July or something of 2014, and he was off to the races after that for sure. He had stuff going on before that, but that sort of launched the whole thing. All right. So, but okay. So you say, Inspector, what's your point? My point is that, yeah, I have never spoken to Fran. Hopefully one day I will. But as far as Douglas goes, I mean, you can never count the guy out on anything, because he'll, all of a sudden surprise you with something. And so you never know exactly what's coming down the pike. If you think you got it figured out, think again. But I must have seen Douglas about 3 or 4 times during 11 years. Nothing during the past 6 or so, I'm guessing, at least. And all right, so we're going against the grain here, and I'm getting some good feedback. What I hear is good feedback. I don't know if you can pick it up there on the, and it's very smooth, and yeah, the blades they're doing the job, yes, you got a, 30-degree angle on this, but it's very intuitive. Once you get it, it's so easy. This is about razors 44 and change. I think the stand is another 20, and for starters, if you're thinking about it, they do have a 14-day trial, I think, or I think it's a 30-day trial. So, and I don't think you're gonna be disappointed, guys. I don't think so, because you're pretty confident in their product. For someone to do that, they'd have to be, All right, so we're gonna buff, see how we do. Right up here. We're gonna come across this way, get the hairs growing that way. So that's sort of an against a little bit. And straight up, we get the rest. So that's what I do. Second pass against, I buff, I have a little cleft here. No irritation, no hint of it between the razor and the blade. Nothing. You guys know I got tough skin anyhow, but you'd see how many times I'm going across my chin here. Up here. Getting in, it's a nice slim design. So you get really close and up top really well. So yeah, this is a nice design here on this razor for sure. So thank you, Manuel, and all the folks at Rowen Razor. Yeah, so like it's really mild, but it feels really excellent. You know, it doesn't feel harsh or anything like that. With this design, no blade shatter whatsoever. Very tight tolerance on the head. So, all right, coming to the end, and wow, let's rinse. Nice slickness on the soap, because it takes a while to rinse off my face. And let's pat her down. Oh yeah, wow. Yeah, no complaints there, guys. Zero complaints here. All right, we'll give us spray down with our Thayers. Yes, I'm traveling with Thayers. Thayers, don't leave home without it. Okay. I'll probably put a very light aftershave on before I leave or after shower. I don't want anything lingering too much. I might save this till next time because my buddy's wife is allergic, so even though it's going to be many hours ahead, this stuff can stick around for PA, which is normally a great thing, but in this case, so I'll just go with something real light. Maybe let's see what we might do. Oh, drop the bottle. That's not good, guys. Is it still intact? Yes, it is. Oh, I got lucky. It shook it up for me for sure. Nivea Fresh Kick, going something like this. Gonna give you a nice, but not overpowering. So this is a great product. Nivea is always great. Just saying. I have the Fresh Kick Balm and everything. Okay, so what have we done? The Shave Dad, okay? Electric Shave Homage, excellent. It just is. The PAA Solar Flare, my favorite PAA brush by far. Unbreakable TRC bowl. We got our razor stand, Rowen razor stand. I'll put this up here and then I'll disassemble clean after I get off of camera. The Rowen razor, excellent. The Fly Deer blades, very good. Nice and mild, but smooth. That's what you want. You can bump it up with a sharper blade, but I find those to be pretty darn good. So I would have never thought, but thank you, Manuel from Rowen Razors. The razor itself, even though it's a V1 and he said not perfect, it looks pretty darn good to me with a weighted handle, a decent little knurl pattern going on there, and tight tolerance. If you like the Henson, guys, my message is, if you like the Henson but you want a little more weight, and the weight is in the handle, give it a shot. It's right under 45 bucks. So I'm here to say it looks good for that money. Is it worth it? Absolutely. So, all right. So today's the 19th. I'm going to be back in town on the 25th, but it'll probably be on the weekend where my next video will come about. Yeah, either Saturday or Sunday in a couple of weeks, week and a half, whatever. Catch me on TRC. I do videos for them every once in a while, and which I don't cover on here initially. So I don't double up. What you see on TRC is just for TRC. Okay, Razor Company. All right, guys. Hey, and until next time. And it's starting to get hot here, and this is this stretch of weather we have coming up. Now it's going to be consistently in the 80s, high 70s, 80s, and almost 100, I think, on Monday or Tuesday. So very rare for that to happen. Almost 100 degrees in New Jersey, especially while we're still in June. That very rarely happens. So more like Phoenix or not LA, Las Vegas. All right, guys. Hey, until then, I'm the Inspector Dave Fernicola, and we will see you soon. Bye.